damn it. This is stupid. This is so stupid.
She's got a gun, Shamshir.
Now we're talking. I hardly broke a sweat with those losers earlier.
What the? Can someone explain what's going on here?
It seems we're left with no choice.
I'll cut to the chase. The suspicions surrounding Vegas Film don't stop at the film festival. There are ramblings they've poured huge sums of dark money into Tharbat's political and financial circles, like when they set up their HQ. But that money is supposed to be going through less than legal channels. That's some serious dirt you've dug up. I take it you got the evidence to back that up. Basically, I'm 99% of the way there. I'm guessing you got Shahina home already? Where are you now?
We're at Vegas Films. After we dropped her off, an employee there contacted us.
They say Sarah vanished from the studio. Apparently, it happened while we were out in the desert.
What? She what? I hope Shahina's gonna be okay. Don't worry, she will. She's got tutors with her. Though I'm surprised. I've never seen anyone manage to be so persuasive with Mr. Gotti before. Despite only being 15 years old, she is already a true professional. I certainly find myself impressed. I'm sure she gets a lot of her strength from her sister. Sarah seems like a wonderful role model. Yeah, she really does.
Oh, my dear sweet girl. That's such a generous offer. But there's no way you could possibly replace your sister in my parade.
But I grew up watching her dance. There's nobody that understands what she does better than me. Nobody else is going to do as good as...
You and your sister are two very different ladies. Her dancing and sex appeal are completely her own. It's not enough to just be related and dance the same dance. You still will have the same effect on the people watching. Frankly, my dear, you just aren't a good fit for the sort of parade I've got in mind.
I can't take this anymore. I hate seeing Sarah being the only one working so hard day after day. She always brushes it off like it's nothing, trying to make sure I don't see how much it all hurts her. Sometimes, she even goes out pretending like she's off to see her boyfriend. I wish she had someone like that. I wish that was what's going on, but she can't fool me. Poor Shahina.
So she knew all along.
Maybe I can't match up to her now, but that doesn't mean I can't train hard. I can make any outfit you put on me work too. If I can't just totally replace my sister, then we can find something that'll fit me. I won't just live up to your vision. Give me a chance, and I'll blow it out of the water with something even better.
Oh!
Wow.
Damn.
All right, young lady, you're on. But if you're going to talk that big, you'd better walk that big as well. Failure is not an option. And hey, if your sister comes back, we'll get you both in the parade and make you two a duo for the ages.
Mr. Gotti, you're the best.
Mr. Gotti, thank you.
Hardly. You know me. When I set my mind on something, I don't let anything get in my way. That's just the kind of man I am. Festival is tomorrow. I expect you to train your buns off till the very last minute. Got it?
You know the bad thing is? We're talking about this plan inside Vegas Film. The moment you let Shahina off alone is the moment she's going to get snatched. She's gonna get grabbed, she's gonna be put on the mind control stuff, or she's gonna just get straight up killed. Or you know how in the last 2 chapters, the final boss of the chapter turned into a giant monster? Yeah, that's gonna happen to one of the sisters, isn't it?
Yes, sir. I wouldn't have it any other way.
From what I've seen, your technique is solid enough. You already know how to mimic your sister's moves. That means we need to focus on polishing your steps and making sure your charm comes through. Come on, I'll show you how a world-class actress knocks her audience off their feet. It's probably gonna take us all night, but that's what it'll take to get you on your sister's level. Are you ready?
Ready as I'll ever be.
As for you, Nina, you're in charge of keeping in touch with these doofuses in the guild. Stay on top of everything, okay?
Yeah, I can handle that.
Nice. Sounds to me like we're all set. Let's roll those cameras, people!
She's clearly earned her reputation as a best-in-class actress. Yeah, seems like she's got a good beat on Shahina's skills. She'll get her ready. Hard to believe she's such a bumbling mess off the job. Right? I respect her a bit more now. Huh? What are you talking about? Inside joke between us, don't worry about it. Anyway, now that you've heard the gist of things, has this rung any bells that you might have overlooked? Maybe any doubts or suspicions you've had about Vegas Films? You're talking about the rumors of its relationship with the underworld and the drug trafficking, right? I really don't want to believe that such a big company in my own line of work could be involved in such things. But it's true that Vegas Film has been expanding in a way that can't be explained just by Mr. Gotti's involvement. And yes, I've heard bits and pieces. People around the industry have a lot to say about Vegas. So when that threatening note came in, it did feel like something bigger was going on. I'm not sure what, but it's there. I didn't realize there was so much intrigue going on when we arrived. Or, is that right? No, I think it... If the company's the culprit behind this, there's no way that snooty president is clueless about it all. And if that's true, the man's up to his nose in drug running, at least on some level. Who knows what's up with the notes, but after all that, he's gotta have something to do with Sarah going missing. I guess, but could a guy like him really... Nina, are you okay? Sorry, I'm okay-ish. This is all just rattling me a bit more than normal. Like Barry said, it's hard for me to picture Mr. Dillon doing such things. I mean, we're talking about the same man who's always getting pushed around by Mr. Gotti, including allowing the parade at all. Even if he were a man with more backbone, the risks involved with illicit drug smuggling are considerable. Which means you believe Mr. Dillon doesn't or shouldn't have the courage to arrange something so flagrantly illegal. Yes, I'm not trying to dismiss everything you're saying or have seen, but it's just so hard to reconcile. Be that as it may, the circumstances paint him as our most likely culprit. Even if he's normally not brave, what if, for some reason, he had no choice but to play along with such a scheme? I see what you're getting at. That's an excellent point. It would be perfectly plausible for criminal elements to do something underhanded to make him comply. So wait, let me get this straight. We don't know how involved he is in whatever's going on. But you're saying that he could have been threatened into somehow helping this drug trafficking that you're talking about. Yeah, maybe. That sure is how it looks. It's all but certain that Dillon used Almana's help to grow Vegas Film into the juggernaut it is today, as fast as he did. The money flowing to the political and financial sectors, the murky fundraising, Mesodome's festival going kaput, which was perfect for him. Even if that seems like everything's going his way, all he's been doing is squeezing further under his benefactor's thumb. Being under Almana's thumb is a sure way to get crushed. I hadn't thought of it like that. Well, this is getting all amazingly grim. In that case, good old Dillon probably isn't going to stop at drug trafficking. I bet he's being put to do something even worse, yeah? Like, say, something that could go down during the film festival. Then the notes we've been receiving are... Indeed, Almada is taking advantage of the film festival to plan something in this part of the country. Caught in the middle of it, it would seem Mr. Dillon wants to take action before something hideous happens. but he wishes to do it without quashing, or I don't know, I would have said squashing, without squashing the festival. Simply doing that could bring the underlying conflict to the surface. Then does that mean that the snooty guy behind, well, let's redo that. Then does that mean the snooty guy's behind the notes? Yes, the more I think about it, the more everything clicks in place. It all adds up. Though, wait, couldn't that also implicate him? Implicate him in Sarah disappearing when she did? Sure could. Which would indicate Almana didn't snatch her, and she sure didn't vanish of her own free will. Jasper Dillon abducted her and took her somewhere else.
Van, darling, I've got big news for you.
Nice. You figured it out?
I analyzed the plant you sweethearts found against the substance in those rioting around town, and we have a match. They're completely identical.
Oh, wow.
Needless to say, it was found on the guys who kidnapped Marielle and that dancer.
This confirms, without a doubt, that it was an illegal drug.
When did you... Hold on, how the hell are you able to go over the cops' heads and run this sort of test?
With this fancy testing device that Van got for me after pulling some strings.
That would have been for nothing, were it not for your knowledge of pharmacology.
That's Bermotti. He never fails to impress.
Oh, hush you two. I only know a little from dabbling in it back in the day, that's all.
Hey, that sounds like...
Looks like you owe me again, Van.
Oh, come on, Renee. We're all in this together.
Elaine, and is that... Oh yeah, I remember you talking to someone yesterday all suspicious-like. That explains a few things. Never hurts to have a little insurance. When I saw those idiots going nuts yesterday, I figured the possibility we'd run into trouble was there.
Clearly your instincts are as sharp as ever. If I'd known illicit drugs would be involved, I would have traveled to Tharbad too.
No, we're fine. What you're doing right now is extremely important. We can handle the situation here.
That analyzer is the latest model from the Basel Institute of Science. It'll be perfectly accurate, don't worry. As for the form the drugs have taken and how they're being distributed, we're looking into that on our end. But I'm sure you already have some ideas about all that.
Wait, you do? Really? I might. And I bet our diligent little concierge does as well. Nothing gets past you, does it, Mr. Arkwright? Aren't you two such geniuses? Yeah, something did feel off to me. Not taking none of those dumbasses that mentioned anything about buying drugs so far. No, not at all. They said they didn't even remember taking any like that, right? Is it possible they could have been forced to ingest it? It would need to have been right before the film festival, and distributed in a way that wouldn't catch the police or guild's attention. If there's any way to pull that off, it would have been... mixing it into a consumable. Wait, what about these new Orville hookahs that seem so popular recently? Come to think of it, the men who kidnapped Shahina and Marielle had them. What if the drugs were mixed into the vapor ingredients of the hookahs? What? Oh, interesting hypothesis. Not just interesting. I think you got it all in one. Think we can get the CID and Guild to step in? The festival's in enough trouble as it is. Anything to help kick it off more smoothly is worth it. Yep, we know, we've already seen it. We've already known they were bad. Now turn them in. And now people are like, but I wanted one. Guess there was kind of a commotion over at the bazaar. Granted, that was the point, but still. I'm just relieved that the hookahs could all be confiscated before any more damage could be done. At this stage, we've laid down the groundwork and gathered the evidence. For now, the guild and the cops are simply going to be monitoring things. If we're gonna act, now's our chance. Indeed, there is no time like the present. Let us proceed to Vegas Films. We should probably check in with Shahina and see how she's doing while we're at it. Break into Vegas Films. Oh, god damn it, and then I gotta do all these rounds. I hate you so much. Can I go back?
This is the wrong way.
We need to hurry to Vegas Films. This is too big to ignore. Looks like the cops were conducting some kind of search in the store over there. They were hauling out those horrible hookahs I've been seeing around town lately. I've had some customers who smoked that stuff. Now that I think about it, they were all definitely acting a little loopy. That guy's still off over there on his own? I saw that the cops had been getting more active around here lately, so I got curious and decided to ask what was up. They wouldn't tell me much, but it sounds like there's something bad going on around the city that's causing problems. With all the fights that have been breaking out, I'd bet they're after what's making people go nuts.
Looks like this area's brimming with activity too.
Yeah, someone's getting arrested.
Yes, the guild and police are clearly on top of things.
Very well.
Oh my god. You're gonna say something different for once? Oh my god, he's always saying the same thing. Come on, Hardy, lay off already. I know what I did wrong. You're getting bent out of shape over nothing. Seriously. I mean, okay, I appreciate you covering for me while I was worked up earlier. Situations such as this are exactly why I always warn you to err on the side of caution, so we may avoid this circumstance. To think that you were seen in public not only having your possessions confiscated by the police, but yelling all the while. It's extremely fortunate that it didn't turn into a far greater incident. But how in the mirror am I ever going to explain what happened to your father? I had to confiscate literally every piece of unauthorized merchandise that specialty shop had on display. That stuff, the staff were very apologetic about the whole thing. It seems that they weren't informed about what it was. Apparently the vendor who originally sold it was going around to each store, taking advantage of the film festival campaign. The nerve of them, tricking innocent stores into circulating such dangerous goods. Justice must be met. How could a store like ours put illicit goods up for sale? They were sold to us by being distributed by some well-known company running a campaign, and we just took them at face value. I know our owner can be impulsive to a fault, but I never thought it would lead to this sort of trouble.
Well...
What the hell? Where did all the hookahs go? And why are there so many cops in front of the shop? Oh no, don't tell me they were laced with something illegal. Am I gonna get arrested for smoking them? No, I don't want to rot in jail. They've got to understand, I have tall, dark, and handsome actors to meet. I overheard some of the shopkeepers talking earlier. Apparently those horrible hookahs aren't allowed or something. You don't think they put any dangerous substances in anything, or do you? Am I gonna be okay? I might have taken a few pops, so I'm kind of worried.
Right.
Aaron was just like, okay.
I can't believe my newest products were so dangerous to customers. I really failed as a merchant at catching on to the issues before I bought them in the first place.
I think the tiredness and I think from all the work I did earlier today, I think it's all finally catching up to me, and I can feel it crashing down on me, and I'm not feeling good right now.
The police haven't put any blame on me, which I appreciate, but I still feel terrible. I have to own up to my mistake as a businessman, not only by helping the police collect them, but refunding people who bought them.
Oh, I'm so in love with this brand.
The police came by earlier and took a handful of our products away. They couldn't possibly be related to the recent discord that's taken place around the city, could they? I'll have to talk with the owner of this store. We need to be able to sell our gear as we have been, no matter what.
I guess word's gotten out about them orbital hookahs. That they're using illegal ingredients. That's insane to even think about. I've taken apart the heating element, but I can't say I'm well versed in the leaves themselves, so they sure have me fooled.
Shit, I didn't expect this to turn to such a big deal. If they find out I was smoking that stuff, I'm in for a lot more than a write-up. I better keep my head low and just try to do my job. Do my job and hope for the best.
The police came around confiscating all the hookahs along the street earlier. Now that I think about it, the visitors around here were beginning to get a lot more violent around the time that those things began showing up. Makes you wonder if it's got anything to do with them drugs. If so, I'm glad we kept our distance. Granted, if whatever they're smoking helps them calm down so we have to rough fewer people up, it's hard to complain about.
Who the hell are you? Oh, the old man.
My beautiful savior, I can hear she's going to be quitting the nightclub. Could it be? I mean, yeah, I'm excited to watch her perform in the parade, but if she doesn't come back to the club, what am I supposed to do? She and I have made so many wonderful memories. She just can't leave. I was even starting to think about maybe settling down in the city. Like I'd finally found my home, but now what?
This dork completely lost it. Even I can't imagine where we throwing everything away for a girl like this. What a sad sack. Yeah, we get the point. Can't go in. Oh, fuck it.
If that girl gets picked up from the film festival and she gets farther and farther out of reach, then does that mean I won't be able to watch her dance anymore?
Alright, you're getting freaky.
You know that nightclub down the street? Sounds like it was one of our popular girls is quitting. Supposedly she got scouted by somebody in the film industry. The owner isn't going to stop her either. You have to admire a show of respect like that. It's got to be a blow of their bottom line losing someone like her.
I'll win next time.
A police officer just paid us a visit.
Actually, no. A police officer just paid us a visit. Apparently they're confiscating mobile hookahs due to some kind of issue that was uncovered. I made it clear we don't deal in those sorts of things at my casino, but I can't deny some of my customers have smoked them. Especially Morard over there. I'm worried about him. He had quite a lot to smoke. Though frankly, smoking that much of anything is cause for concern, hookah or no.
Alright, I got myself another 10 million mirror. Time to turn this into a payout for the ages. At this point, I bet like this is chump change. What's all extra if it means that much bigger of a return?
Come on!
The police paid us a visit a little while ago, asking if we dealt with orbital hookahs. Some of our customers have been known to enjoy them, and apparently some sort of problem has cropped up. I don't know what the issue is, but whatever's going on, those cops looked awfully serious. Something must be wrong with those hookahs. I saw police officers going around confiscating them. Not that I'll miss them personally. It'll be interesting seeing how people react to having something so trendy disappear overnight, though. I'll definitely make it worth going people watching at the film festival tomorrow. A police officer came by a little while ago. Looks like they're out confiscating some kind of device causing trouble. There have been so many problems around here lately. It's hard to feel like Tharbad's getting a little dicey. I mean, not to feel. Not to mention, it's the day before the film festival, too. Who knows what's going to happen? It's a trail staple. You have a festival, you are literally inviting danger. Hey, where's that man? Where's that man? Where's he off to tonight? Kidnapping people?
Well, come I'll be a card game dealer tonight. Harold had some matters to attend to and took off a little while ago. There's someone new here, he's actually quite the card shark.
Oh no. That's not good.
Well, look who the cat dragged in. It seems we owe you one again for the information you supplied us with. I want to ask how you even came about that information. Right now we need to determine the provenance of those horrible hookahs.
Is everything going to be okay with them? It sounds like they've spread like wildfire across the city.
We're managing. We, the local police, and the guild are all working together to confiscate them. Our official excuse? To avoid a commotion is that they contain unauthorized ingredients, though some customers may be skeptical.
It's backbreaking work getting it all done. If the Cid wasn't helping behind the scenes, I don't know how we'd manage this. I guess with the folks who've already smoked, we'll be telling them a little more and following up with them later.
Glad to hear things with Renee and his people are going well enough. I feel a little uneasy about not doing more with those smokers, but imagine you're pressed for time and resources here.
Indeed. I suppose we should consider ourselves lucky that the devices in question have not managed to proliferate outside of Tharbad.
Quite. With all the Central Eastern VIPs here, this could have turned into an international incident. Believe me, as police, we wish there was more we could do. We're playing the hand we've been dealt.
Alright, that's it. We're not gonna talk to them anymore.
Don't be shy. Take a look.
I saw a bunch of policemen going around taking away orbital hookahs. Wonder if some kind of defect was found in them. Hygiene regulations are pretty strict these days. Those orbital hookahs burst onto the scene so suddenly. It honestly wouldn't shock me if they had some sort of problem. Are those orbital hookahs actually dangerous? The police seem to be carrying them out of the stalls. My mom smoked a little bit of one earlier. I hope she's gonna be okay. She seems relaxed though, so I'm probably just being paranoid, right?
Let's just hope one of the side effects is not randomly turning into a monster.
Are the orbital hookahs contaminated? I saw the police going around confiscating them earlier. Not that I care, I feel perfectly fine myself and was planning on taking in the film festival as a change of pace anyway. It's such a shame, the way the world is going. You never know where danger might be lurking.
This is the wrong way.
Oh, alrighty then. Fuck it, I'll talk to the Swanee and Nate again, even though I don't really want to.
When I got the emergency call, I was pretty irritated, but knowing that drug contamination is involved, I understand the urgency now. Slipping substances into unsuspecting people's hookahs is no laughing matter. We're talking about public safety at this point. To think my girlfriend and I were going to smoke some of that stuff too. Talk about dodging a bullet.
The Cid has already determined how it'll go about controlling the information for this case, as well as the gradual disclosure to the public. That means our only job as police is to gather the hookahs and round up the perpetrators. I'm not exactly keen on being a pawn for the Cid, but if nothing else, at least it allows us to focus on what we do best.
Very well.
I almost got stuck. I was gonna get mad, because it's not letting me teleport anywhere right now. Alright, we're gonna end this episode here, and then, well, in the next one, we'll be, storming Vegas Film. Oh my god. Sorry, my headset fell off my head there. But yeah, I guess in the next video, we're storming Vegas Film and seeing what goes on there. I am still very worried about Aaron getting Employee of the Month for this chapter. Because, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like something's not right.
'Cause every night I will save your life.